They came, they went, now they're ghosts in the game. Some played it smart, some lost their flame. Whispers in the island, the echoes remain. Sagevivor ghost, chatting through the pain.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Sagevivor. We're jumping into a new season here. We're in season 7. This is an all newbie cast. So everybody that's played before has never played Sagevivor before at all. Our last time that we had a newbie cast was way back in season 4. So it's quite exciting. And I can guarantee you that this season is one to watch. It's really good. Great gameplay, great characters. You guys saw the cast reveal. If you haven't seen the cast reveal yet, you're doing yourself a disservice. Let me go ahead and post up what the cast list is looking like right now. These are the tribes that everybody is kind of split into. We have 18 people total. I know that's kind of a lot to start with to kind of get to know everybody, but we're going to jump into their confessionals. You're going to have some stuff around them and you'll get to see some tea. We went in straight with the drama immediately, as our first challenge was risk and reward, as it always is. So essentially each tribe had $500. That was a commutative pool for their tribe. You could buy shit in secret if you want. Nobody will know, and you may or may not get it, because if somebody already bought it, I'm just going to take your money anyway, and everybody can just see the tribes pool dropping lower and lower and lower. And this season specifically, it caused a lot of drama and was a huge point of contention, and actually ruined somebody's game right out the gate. So we're going to get into that tea. Friendly reminder, if you have not already, smash the like button for me to show your support for the series and consider subscribing. It really helps out myself and the cast and future cast of Sagevivor. The better that this series does, the more that I can turn around and reinvest into Sagevivor as a whole. Enough yapping. Let's let the others yap and get into the game.
Hello Sagevivor, don't mind the hair, sorry, I look a mess. Anyways, that's not important. So, my confessionals for Cycle 1, I'm in 2 alliances, the Goofy Goobers and the Queen of Kings. And then the Queen of Kings is going to go into another group, which we haven't named yet. But that group will have Devin added in it. But the Queen of Kings right now has me, Ethan, Pekka, and New. Yes. And then later we'll add Devin. And I already told Devin about it. Devin is my number 1 right now. Period. Hands down. Devin's my number 1. He gets all the information. And then in Goofy Goobers, it's me, Bobo, Ethan, and Devin. And we actually want to expand this one, and we'll probably end up adding Gabby, just to have somebody that's not like crossing between me and Devin, so that way we can kind of cover all the bases. But I'm going to pitch that to Devin after we hopefully survive this tribal council. Now, this tribal council. So, first mission was we had some money and we were supposed to keep the money, but we all went broke in 2 hours tops. So, on our tribe, we went broke in 44 minutes, and somebody spent all of our money and left us with $50. So, I spent the last $50 to see, like, if they had purchased like everything, or if they were just like randomly without rhyme or reason spending the money just to sabotage us. Well, they ended up purchasing everything, which obviously we knew. So whoever it is fucked us. But immediately after that, Chewy starts going crazy talking about, it's Pekka or it's Angel because they got something. Bitch, we were gifted something. Gifted, meaning it came to us. What the fuck are you talking? So then he goes around talking about we're lying and all this other stuff. Anyways, and then I hear that he's also dropping the names of everyone that was active at the time that it was happening. So it's like, are you actually like trying to figure out who the fuck did it, or are you just like spreading nonsensical rumors about whatever in an attempt to deflect any attention from you? Because nobody was looking at you until you opened your mouth. In fact, I was looking at Sparky, Gabby, and Pekka before you said anything. So if we're going to be 100%, you were never a suspect. But whatever, I guess we're flex, and so it is what it is. But now we get to tribal council, and since he's been saying my name, I flipped it back and I've been saying his name to everyone. So now we're just in this place where we need to figure out, well, I guess everyone else needs to figure out if they're going to side with me or if they're going to side with Chewy. And if they side with Chewy, it's great for them because then they can immediately go for Pekka after that. And then I don't know what Gabby's going to do, but if she does vote Like I was saying, I don't know what Gabby's gonna do, but if she sides with me and not with Chewy, well then they can also target Gabby and the next time that we end up in tribal. So I don't know what the plan is, to be honest. I don't really care, but I just want to stay. So it is what it is. But I am gonna be flushing. So the thing that I was gifted was an idol piece, and definitely flushing that hoe tonight, because if he's the only one that's voting me, if he has something, I don't want that only vote to be the vote that takes me out. So I will be using that idol on me, and hopefully if he is voting for me, he's the only one that's voting for me and I can save myself. If not, I'm fucked. So it is what it is. But at least if we all pile our votes on him, he uses an idol, and then the one vote goes on me, we can flip the vote to somebody else, and hopefully my alliances will stick to their guns about supporting me, and we can flip the vote on I hate to say it, but Sparky or Gabby. I really don't want to get rid of Pekka right now, and that's just assuming obviously that everyone's working with me, but like Sparky or Gabby would be one of the two. But at that point, I'm gonna let them decide that. I'm gonna just go to the alliances. I'm gonna defer to them. I already pushed for Chewy. We ended up in the situation because I pushed for Chewy, so like, plus we know that he's the one that fucked everything up, so we can also assume that, well, we can't assume anything. We can assume everything, but whatever. I'm gonna let them control where that vote goes that time and step back, because I don't want no beef. I don't want no beef. I don't want no smoke. I just wanted to come for the bitch that was saying my name. That's it. But anyways, that's my confessional for cycle 1. Walking into cycle 2, I'm super stoked, so we'll see what happens.
Man, I don't even know what to say. We're going to tribal, and I feel like I've had some good conversations though to keep myself out of vote talks, but we'll see. I don't know. Right now I'm kind of rocking with the Goofy Goobers Alliance. That's Ethan, Devin, myself, and shit. I don't even know. Like, this is a bad night to drink, alright? This is a bad night to drink. But there's one other person in that alliance that I feel. Angel, that's who it is. And I feel alright with that alliance. I feel like tons of people have been like pissed off with Chewy since shit has gone down. Me personally, I wouldn't want to vote Chewy because I feel like Chewy does trust me, but I don't think I'm gonna have much of a choice. If I was to predict, it's gonna be probably a unanimous vote on Chewy because he's been so wild. Really, I'm just trying not to rock the boat, and I'm trying to just do my best to like stay in a UTR position where I can just be a number. I just want to be in a majority at this point. I'm not really going to try and do any controlling. So yeah, we'll see how this all goes. I'm a little bit worried about advantages, but at the same time, I don't think that I will be the backlash of those advantages if something were to come out. So yeah, we'll see. But right now, I just think I just want to stick to whatever the majority's thinking. I don't want to rock the boat, so we'll see how that goes.
As you can see or not see, I'm currently in the dark. I forgot to do a private video, but my strategy going into this game, very simple. I think it's a strategy that has helped me go very far. It's focused more on the social game, lean back on the strategic game, and you know, as far as challenges goes, I suck at challenges, so I'm not even gonna worry about that. But like I said, like when it comes to social, I dominate. Like I'm like A+ tier. So I'm just gonna really lean heavy into the social game and the strategic game. Like I usually like. The problem is like with early orgs, right? Is I'm strategically aggressive, and what happens is like people usually tend to see me as the biggest threat, and so that tends to backfire on me. But yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna focus on social game. Sorry. Wait until I hit merge, and then I will lean into more of the strategic game and see how my social game has benefited me, and the connections I made, and use that to make moves happen. And I think people will not realize that I'm someone to watch out for until it's too late, until I take them out. So that's my game plan. Just focus on the strategic game pre-merge, and then when merge comes, focus on I keep saying that wrong. Focus on the social game pre-merge. Go into the merge focusing heavier on the strategic game, and hopefully that allows me to win this fucking whole thing. So that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, they said do this video for the fans. That's what I'm gonna do. And yeah, stay tuned. If I'm selected, stay tuned for the shit show that I'm gonna cause. Cause welcome to the show, baby.
1 sec here. Gotta get this on. Okay. The Survivor 46 buff for good luck. This is my update confessional on everything that's gone down since. Yeah, I guess since. We all knew we were gonna lose the challenge, so that wasn't. That was no big surprise. But you can tell not a single person here wanted to actually be the one to throw a name out. It's Survivor, so obviously there are conversations going on constantly, and you never know who really is talking. But I do think that Chewie really kind of dug himself into an inescapable hole with how upset he got about the money being spent, which don't get me wrong, yeah, that pissed me off, but I also wasn't gonna blow up on the tribe about it. And it sounds like he was pretty confrontational with people in their DMs, and just about advantages and stuff, and certainly has made a lot of people not really want Chewie in the game, which sucks because I really do like Chewie, and if the plan that I'm being told is the plan tonight for Tribal, goes as everyone's telling me it's going to go, I do think it's going to be Chewie. And, Chewie, if you do see this once you're voted out, I don't know how that all works. I know you're probably going to be furious with me and pissed off, but I really do feel like shit for having to vote for you, but I think it's the best option for my game going forward, because I do want to play this game, and I just don't think there's a viable way forward, which really fucking sucks. But yeah, as of right now, it sounds like the alliance that's really sticking is me, Angel, Ethan, Bobo, and Pika. I'm actually not sure how exactly you pronounce it, but and then on aside from that, Ethan and Bobo and I seemingly locked in a final 3 alliance. Of course I said yes to that. I don't know how long that's gonna stick, but why would I not say yes to that? Final 3 sounds good to me. Little rhyme there. Man, other than that, yeah, we're hoping that we can also bring Gabby in on this vote against Chewie, but Ethan had a good point about just Angel. Well, Angel told me that he's going to try and bring Gabby in on it. So Ethan had a good point of we just say nothing to Gabby. We keep our hands clean. If Gabby goes into the Furious 5 Alliance chat and spills the beans, then we'll know where Gabby's loyalties lie. But I really do like Gabby, so I hope that then we don't have to turn on each other, and maybe next round we can just win and not have to vote anyone out. So that would be ideal. Anyway, I think that's all I really got right now, but I'm gonna lock my vote in soon for Chewie. And unless something crazy changes, it seems like right now that may be where the majority is going. So, I don't know, everyone, but we'll see. And hopefully I'm still here next round to keep playing this game. Yeah, peace.
Okay, so we definitely had a bit of a rough start yesterday, especially with the challenge, all our money getting spent right away, which was just great. Just great. But things seem to be looking up. I seem to have found myself in 3 alliances right at the beginning of the game. The Goofy Goobers Alliance, the Furious 5 Edited Alliance, and now the Queen of Kings Alliance. I seem to be doing really well socially, at least. I'm putting myself out there quite a lot. I'm talking in my one-on-ones a good amount. And definitely jumping on VC whenever someone's there is definitely a good idea socially, because it's really going to just help build those connections even better. Right now I'm just trying to do my best, build these connections, and just survive this first round, because I'm walking away from the competition taking a massive L and with no prizes. Because I was too busy talking and yapping when someone already bought everything. We'll just see where this goes. I'm hoping, this is probably a fool's wish, but I'm hoping if and when the other tribe wins, for some reason they chose me for safety. I doubt it. I highly doubt it, since I know no one on the other tribe, but I'm praying for a miracle at this point. But hopefully, even if we do go to tribal and I'm not safe, hopefully I'd still have enough protection from enough people who want to keep me in the game. So we'll see. I'm just gonna keep being social and keep doing the best I can, because that's kind of all I can do at this point.
Hello. I'm just doing my makeup before I go to my sister's, so I thought I'd make a little audio confessional, but I promise I'm going to be doing video confessionals as well. Just talking about my first impressions. But first of all, thank you so much for casting me. This org seems fucking sick, and I'm so excited to be a part of it. Sage and whoever else put that video together, it's really cool. I'm super excited to be a part of this. And my tribe seems really nice too. I guess just general first impressions of the cast. I do know one person here, and I know, I guess story time. I've played in a partner of this org as well, Big Brother Online, and I played with M there, and she was the first boot, and I evicted her. So I'm a little apprehensive about that. I was one of the few people actually campaigning to keep her stay, but I highly doubt she remembers that. So a little nervous about that. But honestly, her video was the best one of anyone. So one bridge at a time. Anyways, my tribe seems really cool. I guess I didn't even really talk about my strategy coming into this in my first 2 videos, so let me just talk about that for a second. Really, my approach is to just kill with kindness. I'm gonna try and be friends with absolutely everybody on my tribe. I think if you're closed off to any sort of opportunities in Survivor, you're doing something wrong, and that's really what the beginning of the game is about. It's about opening doors and building opportunities with people. Rallying soldiers, building an army, so to speak, and that's what I'm trying to do. A couple people stand out to me. Let me just open up the cast. 1 second, sorry. sister's texting me. Okay, Angel seems like someone that I would get along with just off of the first video and talking to them. I'm definitely hoping I can build an alliance with them. Sorry, another part of my strategy is to try and identify who the players are that are going to be the most vocal and the most strategic, especially in the beginning, and kind of latch on to them and hide behind them, but also push my own ideas and plans through them so that they'll be the first ones to take the hit. And if I had to pick who that person's going to be, I have a few ideas, but I'd say Ethan. Just based off of the video and the little bit of interaction I've seen from him so far, he seems like he's going to be a pretty active, likable, and prominent player. I might be getting this mixed up, but I think Devin as well seems like somebody who's going to be really gamey. Angel seems like they'll be pretty well liked and sociable, and that's someone I'm gonna want to try and pull in. Chewy seems really cool and like someone I just want to get to know. Pekka seems like someone I could definitely build a bond with. And Sparky too. I'm definitely going to be trying to push the girls' angle as long as I'm in the game, and I'd really like to work with her as much as I can. That's, I think, most of my thoughts for now. Yeah, thank you for casting me. I'm so excited to be here.
Everybody, so this is going to be the first video confessional that we're going to do, and holy fuck, what a past like 4 or 5 hours it's been. So I'm just gonna get into like general thoughts on everyone. So I really vibe with Ryan and Jojo at the moment. Jojo specifically a little bit more than Ryan. I think Ryan's a bit more, I don't think he's fake per se, but he's definitely got that same vibe as Olivia, but I don't really like Olivia all that much. So I really fucked with Jojo. I think Jojo's awesome. We've had some really good talks over the past couple hours since I knocked off work. I'm still in my fucking work clothes. But yeah, no, I've had some really good talks with Jojo. I've had some really good talks with Ryan. I had a decent talk with Val. I shouldn't say good. I had a decent talk with Val. I've had a really great talk with Love. I think Love's fucking amazing. I said in my confessional day one that I think I'd really get along with Val and Love. And I think I was right in my initial assessment. I think that I really get along with those 4 in particular. So that leaves TP, Reina, Olivia, and M. I played with M before. I didn't realize I'd played with M before until I clicked on our DMs, and there were DMs from 2021 in there. So then it's like, oh wow, okay. That's from the season that my first ever pre-jury season where I got idled out at 17th. So that's great memories. But I really like M. I think we get along decently well. We haven't really had any deep chat. We've had pretty surface level stuff go on. Olivia, I just don't like. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I'm not an Olivia fan. I think if she didn't say ha 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 after every like second or third sentence, it would vibe a lot better. But I just don't mesh with that kind of personality. It's just over the top. It's fake. It's just not. I prefer a much more real approach to conversations, which is why I've vibed with Jojo really hard. Just because I feel like Jojo and Love specifically feel really real, feel like actual human beings. So we're here to have just a real chat and semi-disconnected. That is what it feels like. TP and Rain both haven't been around very much, like at all. TP more so than Rain has been around more, and Rain just hasn't been here. Rain's only just now, as I'm really making an effort to reach out to me personally. I'm not sure if that's just a me thing or if he's doing that to everyone, but it's just not making too big of an effort with me, which is very weird given I'm about to go into what has been the craziest 4 hours and probably one of the craziest starts to a season almost ever in my career. I feel like Ashes season 3 that I was in all the way back in 2019 was a bit crazier than this. This is definitely up there in terms of craziness. So the challenge, as I'm sure all you're aware, was the auction. Well, not auction, the more sale kind of deal, where we all had $500, or each tribe had $500, and tribe with the most money at the end wins. I'm a bit of a sneaky bitch, and the moment the challenge started, for the most part, I immediately bought the idol piece. Because I never get anything out of these challenges, and I'm like, you know what, fuck you guys, I want something for a change. And so I bought it. I bought it, I didn't hesitate, I kept it on the radar, didn't say a word, and I still haven't said a word to anyone about it, and I don't intend to. And so people noticed that $50 was missing about 10-15 minutes after I bought it, and then shit hit the fan. Pretty much the moment people realized money went missing, $25 went missing, and then another $20, and then the $50 went missing, and then free $25 went missing, all within like a 10-minute period. And then from free 25 all the way to the end, it was just like, all right, bam, 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 bam. People just kept, whoever it was having a field day at that auction. And yeah, no, we ran out of money very quick. But I said to Jojo at around what was it? I think it was like 250, that if this gets to 150, I am buying immunity, and I don't care. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm buying immunity at 150, and he's like, yeah, no, I get it. Like, I'd rather you have it than anyone else have it. And so I did exactly that. It got to 175, and I'm like, fuck it. I am not risking my game and getting potentially even idled out. It's just not happening. It's just not. So I bought it, and we ran out of money pretty much right after that. So they saw $100 vanish, and I said in tribe chat, look, I bought individual immunity. And then Ryan opened up to the chat and said, hey, look, I bought item number 5, and it was an individual immunity there, so now I'm safe as well. So yeah, that's the chaos in the chaos in my DMs, like, specifically. I'm not sure if it was like that for anyone else, but in my DMs, I had M, I had Jojo, I had Val, I had Ryan, all in my DMs, being like, oh, where the fuck is this money going? And I'm just like, I don't know. I mean, like, technically I didn't know, because I was the first one to buy something. I was literally the number 1 person to buy something. And I think being the first, you really get away with it a lot easier than buying in the middle. Especially because there was a big time period between my buy and the free flood of absolutely everything that went down. As for who got the items, I'm leaning towards TP having something. I think Val has something, and I truly believe that M has something. I think those 3 have something and they're not letting on. Ryan's obviously admitted that he has something. Ryan, I feel like he'll tell me if he had something else other than the immunity. But then again, he didn't even tell me he bought the immunity in the first place. So, and Jojo could also have something. I don't believe it. I think that me and Jojo have hit it off pretty well, and I think that our relationship has that trust already built, that if he were to buy something, he would have told me. The only person I know for a fact doesn't have something is Love, because Love was just busy with actual life stuff. The rest of us don't have. But yeah, So we're going to tribal. I'll be very shocked if we don't go to tribal. I'll be astounded if the other tribe manage to spend their money like that. Like, I'll genuinely be stunned. But that's the tea for the challenge. And now I'm kind of planning around tribal. I've kind of already made a 3-man alliance with JoJo and Ryan. I really like them too. I feel like we can do some good things. Now it's just a matter of pulling in M and pulling in Love to try and get them as like a 5. But the problem is that both JoJo and Ryan really like Val and Olivia. And excuse me. I'm not an Olivia fan. I would really like Olivia to go home, but I don't foresee it happening. I think Reina and TP are just simply not here enough to convince them to go somewhere other than them two. But you never know. We'll see what happens. I'm expecting tribal tomorrow when I wake up. So that's how it is. That's how it be. I'm immune, so I don't care. Ryan's immune. I don't care. 2 out of 3 of our main 3s immune, so it doesn't get much better than this. We're not going home. Not that I think we would have gone home anyway. But yeah, we're off to a good start. We have an idle piece in our pocket, and we have a solid 3-man alliance right off the rip. This couldn't have gone any better. Truly, I think we're off to a flyer. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the rest of the season has in store. I definitely didn't foresee this happening. I said to JoJo that this season's going to be very competitive, and Sage wasn't wrong. This season will be very fucking competitive. Just look what happened now in our shop. But I'm going to leave it under 10 minutes. I don't know how long these are supposed to be, but we're going to see. Peace.
I like M. We haven't really talked much game. I think it's hard to get game talk out of her, but I don't really blame her because we haven't gone to tribal or anything yet. But I feel like she is taking a liking to me. We have good talks about travel and whatnot, so I think I'll be high on her trust ranking too. Cool. Bye.
So I can't believe that we won because clearly there are a bunch of really untrustworthy people. But luckily, there's untrustworthy people in the other one too, and they're even more untrustworthy than ours. So that's what I'm thinking about right now. And I don't know who to trust fully, but there's definitely some suspicious vibes with Rainer and maybe TP. It's going to be interesting. I definitely need some more time to talk to people to suss them out and try to figure out who I'll be able to trust. But ideally, we would be able to stay tribe strong and do really well and stick together. But that works in the show, maybe not in orgs. I'm not sure, but I guess I'm going to find out.
Okay, so I've been chatting a little bit, and so far I really like Ryan, and I also really like JoJo, and wait, I don't know this person's name, but their thing is Gun TP, so whoever that is, I feel like we're having good talks. But yeah, so far that's what I think. I also, I really like, I've met M before in a different game, so I just messaged her, but I know she's at work, so she hasn't really messaged me back. But I just said, like, hey, like, nice to see you again.
So I'm currently sitting here on this fucking call, and I'm actually, like, Ethan is just yapping. Like, he will not shut the fuck up, because we were talking about the traders, and then all of a sudden Ethan's just yapping about, like, oh, well, you know, like, I'm in this acapella group. Well, no, he's not even in the acapella group anymore. This is shit he was doing in college. And he's like, this person got all of the fucking solos in our group, and he got everything, and I'm mad because it's stupid. Like, girl, this was 5 fucking years ago. Get a fucking grip. Good God, get a grip, girl. Nobody cares. And the most disgusting part about all of it, though, is Chewie sitting here pretending like he gives a fuck. Girl, what? And then he's like, he sounds like, oh my God, I think he thinks he's like a conspiracy theorist too, because it's like, Well, you want to hear something crazy? They called this person the Adele of the group, which it took me a minute to piece the puzzles together, but they were putting a lot of Adele songs in the list, so I guess it makes sense. Like, you've got to be joking. You've got to be fucking kidding. Like, oh my god, like, he's so fucking annoying already. He's already pissing me off. I just, yeah, no. But I'm kind of at my limit already, and it's day one.
Hey friends, just got back from playing a little bit of Ultimate Frisbee for a little bit, and I'm just gonna give you my quick thoughts, sort of like first impression. So again, I loved Olivia's vibes in the video. She DM'd me actually. Side note, the whole request, the request to DM and then the friends to then request to DM, bro, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Okay, I didn't realize I was sitting on like 5 or 6 DMs until like 8 o'clock last night, and I was like, oh goddamn, they're hitting my line. But Olivia, good vibes. I have great vibes from Iron, like great vibes. That motherfucker probably picked up some of the idol stuff from the shopping cart list, whatever. I don't give a damn. He's very similar to me. We have a lot of the same taste, very similar music taste. Mwah, mwah. Great guy. Jojo, good vibes. Same thing, like a gamer, fucking nerd, whatever. Do I trust him? I don't know. He seems a little frenetic, a little hectic, but to me, I would rather have him around right now with somebody I vibe with than not. Thinking about some of the other people, Valentina's like a little dry to me. Not getting a lot of chemistry there. Angel Love, like her. Do I love her? No, but I think she's got good vibes. Somebody who's like seems genuine, and probably somebody that I can actually trust with versus somebody like JoJo. And finally, I think like all the other people, which is just TP and M, I haven't hit their line yet. They haven't hit my line, but I plan to. So stay tuned. Ciao.
What's up? Sorry this is so late. I was busy over the weekend in New Jersey getting drunk. So I told everybody that I was going to this. But I was just like, oh, it's just with friends, because I didn't want them to know that I was meeting up with friends from my last org, because then they'd be like, oh, he's making friends with org? Like, he must have a good social game, But anyways, so, yeah, I cannot believe we fucking won that challenge, because literally all our money was gone. I was freaking out, but I also did get immunity, so, you know. But I was also worried that people were gonna hate me for that, because Love and Em in particular were really like, what the fuck? Like, I can't believe people are doing this, and, you know, so I'm glad we won. And so now I get 2 guaranteed rounds of safety, which is great. So Final 16, baby. So, yeah, basically, I feel good about everybody, though, also, so I'm glad we're not going, because I don't know who I would vote out. I would probably say M is the person that I've had the least conversations with, but I also really like her. She is a little bit chaotic, which can be a good shield too. Rainer, he was the most inactive, and I think he still is for most people, but he has said that he really likes me and he wants to form like a 3 thing with me, him, and Iron. So I also want to keep him around. Love says that I'm her bestie. You know, even TP, who a lot of people I think aren't really connecting with, he has also said that he wants to work with me. So I got a lot of options. And then my main other alliances are with me, Iron, and JoJo. And then I also have one with me, JoJo, Valentina, and Olivia. So basically me and JoJo are kind of in the middle, controlling the whole tribe, which is basically what I want to do. I want to make sure that me and him are like in every alliance together, and if we're not, we're like telling each other information. And I think he's also doing very well socially, so, you know, he can kind of go do his thing, I can kind of go do my thing, and then we come together and work it out. So yeah, he's definitely my number one right now, my ride or die, whatever you want to call it. And Valentina and Olivia are also like just super nice, and like me and Valentina are like going back and we're like, hey girl, like period, whatever. And then Olivia's just really nice. And then Iron is also like, I really like him, and he has like already said though, like, oh, I think Valentina and Olivia are fake, and I'm like, I don't see that. But I don't think it'll become a problem, so fingers crossed on that. Rainer's super nice, just haven't talked with him a lot, and we kind of think he's the one that took a lot of the advantages or covered items or whatever, because he was online for once during that time, and we were all playing a game. Love is just super sweet, the best, but I haven't really gotten anything much with her game wise, except that she thinks Rainer probably took the covered items. TP is an interesting case because we have a lot in common, and he's 18, which is like the youngest on the cast, and I do think we could work together on something. We just haven't like really talked a lot of games so far, but he has said that he likes me and JoJo. I mean, everybody pretty much has gone up to me and said they like me and JoJo, so and let's see, who else is there? Yeah, Em is the one that I'm just like, I can't really get a read on. She seemed like super pissed about us wasting all our money, which, fair, I was too, but like I didn't say it. And she was the one who like put together the game for us to play, and I think she's just someone who's a little bit all over the place, which can be fine, but and I mean she's also like really sweet. But I've gotten, I think, a little bit of game talk, or like I feel good about you from everybody except her, so I guess she by default is at the bottom of my list, but that could definitely change. And yeah, I mean, I kind of expected this, not to sound cocky, but I do think my social game, especially in the early game, is my biggest strength. It could be a problem later because I'm too social, but I think as long as I have a bunch of options around me, I can kind of go with the one that I think will be loyal to me, and I feel confident pretty much going up against anybody in a final tribal council, because I have a good mind for the game, I guess, maybe. I don't know, I've never been to a final tribal council, so I probably get eaten up, let's be real. But yeah, I think I'm in a good spot now, and hopefully that continues. And that first challenge was fucking evil, Sage, so I'm glad I got individual immunity from it. I literally snuck in there, bought a $25 cover. So what to worry about. First tribal, if advantage getting happens, I'm sitting pretty light. So, yeah, that's all I have to say for this cycle, and I don't want to lose, but if we lose, then I'll probably have a lot to talk about next time. So to recap, I am in an alliance with Iron and JoJo, and then me and JoJo are also in an alliance with Valentina and Olivia, and Rainer said that he wants to make an alliance with me and Iron, so, there's a lot of... I'm in pretty much, like, everybody's good graces, it seems like, so hopefully that continues. And now I just have to figure out, like, okay, who can I latch onto and who won't stab me in the back, kind of thing. Like, if I do play a really good social game and I'm kind of out in front, who's not gonna stab me in the back at the end? And so I have to kind of figure that out. Slash, who can I make feel really bad for voting me out, who's not cutthroat? Like, I like those types of people. Like, Olivia seems like someone who would not do that. Valentina, kind of too. I mean, all of them don't really show many cutthroat qualities. Maybe Iron, because he was like, Valentina and Olivia fake. And I'm like, but, yeah, other than that, I feel like everybody genuinely liked me. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, that's round 1. So I will talk to you next time. Bye.
So far, I really like this tribe. I am kind of worried that my lack of activity here with my mom being in the hospital is going to come back and bite me in the butt later on. I don't think it's going to be too drastic where I'm looking at going home if we go to tribal, but I do think it's enough to where possibly later down the line I don't have as strong connections to people due to this. However, I'm a very social player in org, so I feel like I can come back from it pretty easily. I am mainly concerned about Pika and New. Pika knows me from some speeds that we've played in the past year together, and New recently hosted me in a Pokevivor server, well, Pokemon server called Pokevivor semi-recently, and really saw me go through grieving the loss of my best friend of Reap Before Christmas and being into Pokemon. I don't feel like that's gonna come up here. However, I think with them being prod there and seeing me get all the way to FTC and then almost winning is definitely going to show that I'm a threat. However, with everyone being older, I think everyone's more mature and won't be doing any sort of metagaming type things or really doing anything that I've seen in the past with teens. So I'm really hoping, with that being said, that things go decently well for me here. Still nervous, but also still excited to get to know everyone a bit more. I need to reach out to Love. I think they're on this team. I need to double check cast reveal. It's a bit difficult for me to read it, being colorblind. But I'm going to try my best and try to reach out to everyone at least in the next day or two to really make sure that I have some sort of ground standings with people and I'm not seen as an inactive. So far, I think I've talked to everyone. I think the last person I needed to chat with was Angel, and now I've talked to them. So far in the game, Pika and I have definitely talked the most, and then No. Talked to least probably would be Angel and Ethan. Moving forward, I would like to try to talk to everyone a bit more now since things with my mom are getting better. I'm definitely going to be more active and try to be out there and really show support for the tribe. Also try to stay around average on future challenges so I'm not seen as inactive or anything. My main concern is people could be thinking that I was the one to, spend all of our money on this first challenge because I wasn't on. However, I'm hoping people really understand that I really just was not on because of my mom. But other than that, I'm not too concerned. It's still early. We're all adults. We all work. We all have lives outside of the game, and we all kind of understand that. At least that's the vibe I'm getting from how supportive everyone has been. I'm also very, very happy that everyone's been pretty supportive on everything. I've been in a lot of orgs where people just don't really care and they're like, you signed up to be here, you should be here type vibes. And as a host, I can see that, but as a player going through stuff, I also would like to be able to have a life outside the game, be there for people who I need to be there for, and also enjoy life and the game at the same time. I think that's my update for now.
Hi, my amazing confessionals. Gun TP confessionals are going hard right now. Gun TP stocks are currently rising. I honestly don't really have a whole lot to be talking about right now. Obviously glad that we won the immunity challenge. I honestly have not made the best first impressions ever. I'm not the most social person. I just don't have what it takes to be some crazy social butterfly who DMs everyone like 500 times a day like JoJo does. But I'm just that nonchalant, chill guy that you see in like the GIFs and whatever. So I'm happy that we won immunity, obviously. I didn't want to go to the first tribal because, like I said, I usually don't make the best first impression, and I'm kind of the type that has to like really take my time to recruit my army and whatnot, and I'm not like totally vibing with the tribe. I mean, there's literally someone who's over double my age here, so I'm very clearly the youngest one. I think the next youngest person is like 5 years older than me, which isn't a lot, but when I'm 18 and they're like 23 or whatever, it's like a bit of an age gap there. And most people are pretty old here, which I actually was not expecting. Currently, I am getting along best with Olivia and Valentina. I think Olivia's the only person that I've actually like kind of like talking to. She's actually like fun, and I'm not like a dry person. Unlike a lot of these people, I think that's just what happens. Like the older you get, the more dry you become, and it's really boring. And I try not to be boring. I try and be fun. I try and use like a lot of exclamation marks and whatnot, and just have fun. But some of these people are like really kind of boring. Like I physically don't know how to talk to M because she's literally over double my age, and she has like kids, and I've had like one girlfriend my whole life, so we do not have like anything in common at all. And yeah, she's last on my trust rankings. I feel like I really just want JoJo out at some point. Like I just don't like him that much. He's like very clearly a big threat, and I don't see him going anytime soon. And I'm obviously not gonna like push his name for the first vote, because that'd be like social suicide and whatnot. So I want to try and get closer to him. I'm probably never really gonna trust him. I just get really bad vibes from him. I suspect that he probably took something from the auction. I'd actually be like really surprised if he didn't. That also reminds me about what Iron said to me, just confronting me if I took something from the auction when I didn't, which was just so weird. It's like, why would you go up to me like that? And I didn't even take anything. So I think Iron's kind of weird. Like, I asked him for an alliance, and he said, like, I don't know, the more I talk to you, the more I'd be willing to work with you. And you could have just said yes. Like, why would you not just say yes? Like, if someone asks me for an alliance, I'm gonna say yes every single time. I don't care how much I hate them. I'm gonna say yes to an alliance, especially on, like, the second day. Like, who are you to be turning down my alliance? And yet I still have this guy, like, 3rd or 4th on my confessionals, on my trust rankings, which is kind of sad, and that kind of says a lot. I really need to be putting in some more work talking to some of these people. It's kind of just hard. I don't have anything in common with a lot of these people. I mean, I tried talking, like, about Survivor and Big Brother and video games and stuff like that, and it's going okay, I guess, but I just really don't click too well with some of these people. So that's how Gun TP's game is going right now. I low-key don't feel like I'm in the best spot. I don't think I'm in the worst spot. I've heard people say that Rainer and Olivia are 2 of the less active members, but I kind of feel like I'm not too much higher than them on the pecking order. And people like really seem to like JoJo and M, who I have last and second to last on my trust rankings. So that's not great, is it? And yeah, I need to socialize more, try and connect with people that I really don't connect with, try and connect with people that are double my age. And yes, that is the end of my amazing confessionals.
Okay, so hi everybody. This challenge this week was really greedy. I will admit I did lie to every single person here and say I didn't buy anything. I did buy something. But it literally was a flop. Like, it was a flop. I only spent $25, only $25. And it was literally just like this fucking pile of trash. I don't fucking know. It reminds me of this tribe a little bit. No, that's kind of mean, actually. I don't think everyone's a pile of trash. It was just kind of like, I think some people are doing way too damn much. I think some people are doing way too damn little. And it's really fucking stupid. Like, oh, that shit pisses me off. So it's one thing that we won immunity, but it's another thing that I didn't get sent to exile. Now, I wanted to get sent to exile so I didn't have to worry about shit. And I know there's going to be some advantage or some shit hidden in exile. Like, I just fucking know it. But what pisses me off more is that Love and other people were like, we should randomize it. Girl, nobody wanted to fucking randomize that shit because my ass was gonna go. And JoJo and Rainer and Ryan were like, girl, you should just go. And I said, that would be amazing. But then here comes Iron's ass just randomly randomizing it and taking control. And I'm really fucking tired of that bitch already because there's no way that his ass is going to not only one, buy the immunity and be like, sorry guys, I'm not going to risk it. And then make an executive decision to just randomize it. Like, that's not what we fucking agreed upon. Y'all just be doing shit just to fucking do it. And it pisses me the hell off. Okay, sweetie? So the next fucking time this bitch pulls some shit, I'm voting him out. I don't give a fuck. Who the hell do you think you are doing all this extra shit for? Not me, not on my watch, sweetie. Get to stepping. Honestly, when it comes to people, I think that my favorite person is probably JoJo. I just think he's a really big bald baby. But like in such a good way. Like, he's really funny and charming. And Loki, he'd be kind of cute sometimes with his little pussy, as I call it, child. But I don't know. I think that also Ryan is somebody that I really look up to. And by look up to, I mean I vibe with super duper well. But I feel like he's really super socially connected with every single person on this cast. And by cast, I mean tribe. So it's really hard for me to pinpoint exactly where he's going to be loyal to. I hope he's loyal to me the most because I talk to him the most. But I also feel like he's going to be loyal to like literally anybody who talks to him. So it's kind of a mixed bag, but I still stand him. I just have to keep a closer eye on who he really is going to vote for, who I really think he's going to like vibe with the most when it comes down to a vote. Olivia is also in that alliance, the 4 Hosemen that was made, and honestly, I don't really know why. I do talk to her a little bit here and there because she's my SoCal sister, but girl, just a moment of silence for her.
So I'm sent on the journey because my tribe lost. Big whoop. We already knew that we were. I just wanted to hold a little bit of hope that we would have won. And I meet Olivia. I have no idea how to really interpret. How the frick do we even pronounce that? Interpret? Yeah, that word. I don't know how to interpret her game because she said that she didn't really have a say on who went on her tribe, but if she was there on the journey, she could have easily just said, oh yeah, no, I don't want to go. I said I didn't want to go. Well, actually, I don't know if I said I didn't want to go, but I might have said words. I might have said somewhere that I didn't want to go. Might have been in voice call. But now comes the fun part. We were faced with a debate on deciding who gets to go back with an extra vote and who loses their vote. We were both at a stalemate because neither of us wanted to go back without the extra vote. And she wants it more for personal safety, but I needed it to actually just have my vote in the first place because I needed to make that impact on the first tribal. But because I'm going back and because I'm a gentleman, I gave her the extra vote. She claims that she's going to give it to me if we swap together, And I had promised her that if she gave it to me, I would give it to her if we swapped together. I don't know if she's actually going to pull through with it or follow through with it. Again, I can't English. So, oh freaking well.
And there you have it. The risk and reward challenge completely tore apart Chewy's game, unfortunately, even though Chewy wasn't the one spending the money. But everybody was able to successfully push him under the bus really hard. They kicked him under there. He got hit multiple times. Anyways, that's the end of our first episode. If you want to see more, make sure to subscribe, and we will jump into the second episode where yet another castaway will have their torch snuffed and their Sagevivor dream put to an end. Bye!